Hi, I'm Kurt from Kurt's Auto. I just wanted to give you a quick Power Tour 2025 update. So, I got my gold tickets, which amazingly this year sold out in I think 12 hours time. Gold was no longer available, and at this time, platinum is also sold out. We're currently about 130 days away from the start, and there is long hauler tickets available still. So if you do want a long hauler with a plaque, you can still get it. I think it's $225, I believe, for the week, and that gets you into all of the stops, all of your credentials, and you get a plaque at the end. There's a couple other options to go, or you can just go as a spectator for free. That's totally up to you. But I wanted to share with you my car choice. This year, I'm going to take my 79 Firebird again. I pretty much built this car last year with a different engine, transmission, rear end, replaced brake system components, new exhaust system, put a stereo in it. I put a lot of money into the car. Therefore, I'm going to take it again this year because it did really well for me last year. I have a couple more tweaks to make, and if you actually watched my last year's end of the Power Tour, I made it home with the car. Unfortunately, the engine needed to be replaced by the time we were done with Power Tour. I learned the limits of running a 5.3 a little bit low on oil hard into a corner is not a good idea. So with that, the car's running good right now. Like I said, I have a couple adjustments I want to make to it. That I'm not only going on the Hot Rod Power Tour in June, I've also signed up for SICK Summer. If you're not familiar with that, it's a drag and drive event, the fastest street cars in America. By the time I had a chance to sign up for SICK Summer, they were sold out, and so I got SICK Ward tickets, which I don't actually get to race in the event, but I get to travel just like Power Tour to each of the drag strips. It gets me in, and I get to kind of follow along and hang out with everybody going. Really excited about being able to do that. Last year, SICK Summer was the same week as the Hot Rod Power Tour, so I had actually driven to Florida in January of last year to watch SICK Week, which is going on right now currently. So let me know in the comments if you're going to this year's Hot Rod Power Tour or if you're going to SICK Week, because I'll probably see you there. My plan is to do both weeks in hopefully the same car. I do have a backup 86 Camaro that's ready to go if I want to drive that, and a couple other things I could take if I really had to. But the goal is to make this Firebird make the whole trip. I've owned it for 25 years. Last year was the first year that I actually got it on the Hot Rod Power Tour, so I feel like it did so well, it deserves another year at it. However, last year, I realized how much slower I had made the car. Originally, I had a 400 Pontiac in it that I broke, and so I replaced it with a 5.3 truck engine, and I kind of built it around the idea of I can't overheat, and I wanted to get somewhat decent fuel economy out of it. So I took my 12.5 second Firebird and I made it a 14.5 second car, which was not what I was expecting. I was hoping for high 13s, and maybe we'll be able to get there this year. I do want to make a couple tweaks, like I said, and I already put a different torque converter in it. I had a much tighter converter last year than I do now. I thought for fuel efficiency, it would be better to have that tighter converter, but I've driven it for the last half of the summer with the higher stall in it, and I feel it'll do just fine on Power Tour. Plus, this year is a much shorter route, being that I live in Iowa, and I don't have to drive all the way down to Georgia or Tennessee. So we're doing a quick little loop kind of around Indiana, and then coming back to Iowa. Then I run over to Byron, Illinois. We head to Great Lakes Dragway, to Tri-State Raceway in Earlville, and Cordova Raceway, and then back to Byron. So I'll be traveling basically from Iowa to Ohio and all over the place to different racetracks. So super excited about this summer. I plan to get a ton of footage. I know last year I didn't really focus as much on getting footage as I did on being on vacation. I had a lot of fun last year, but I didn't really focus on showing it all to you guys as much as I plan to this year. I definitely hope to do a much better job of getting you guys a lot of footage and coverage of both events. Power Tour and 6 Summer. It should be amazing. So if you guys are out there and you're in my area and you're going to either event, let me know. Definitely like to hang out and have a conversation with you. So I'm super excited for this year, and I hope to see you out there. Let's have a blast.